Today's going to be the first video of the brake system. This is getting a booster delete. It is the Hone Performance Booster Delete. I'm going to have to take out the pedal assembly. You have to drill a hole higher up so you have more leverage. It places the whole master cylinder, instead of like the blocks one where it's right in the middle, it places it higher up so you have more leverage when you're pushing, since you're removing the booster. I also got the EK Civic, I believe it's 1-inch bore master cylinder. And then because I'm deleting ABS and everything, the lines aren't going to match up. I have to untinfoil them. I have to make some new lines, and those new lines are going to go to a 4040 non-ABS Integra portioning valve. And then I'll have a master cylinder brace that bolts up here and pushes on there. And then we will work on lines. I have all new stainless flex lines from here, from right here on, and then Willwood's up front. And I started painting the rears this morning, so I don't know if they'll be ready to put on today, but this will be the brake. I'm doing the suspension at the same time as I do the brake, but I want to separate them in videos, so this is the introduction for that brake. I did hit the 50 subscribers. Before this video goes out, we would have already done the giveaway. So congratulations to whoever won on that giveaway. It's not shipped out at the time of this video, but it'll be shipped out before you see this video. So congratulations. Thanks for following this build. I hope you continue to enjoy the rest of it. So like I said, we're going to start with this honed brake booster delete. Super nice. I'll put the link in the description. Just super high quality. It does come from Australia. Shipping's reasonable. I don't know if there we go. And it comes with everything plus instructions. I think it comes with instructions. Yeah, there you go, instructions. But it comes with a nice little gasket for it. Comes with all the hardware and the instructions on where to drill the hole. So mounted on that will be this big EK. So it's 15/16. I thought it was an inch, but it's 15/16. Just the 2-port front and rear. Nice new. It'll look good in there. And then what works with that is this boost or brake master cylinder brace. So you know, if this is a route that you're going, you want to think about that, because you're going to be putting all of your effort on that firewall instead of the booster doing the work. Your legs doing the work, which in turn flexes that firewall. So this mounts to the shock tower and then tightens up to the master cylinder, keeps that flex from happening. More stiffer pedals, or stiffer pedal. And then yep, working with the front Willwoods, stock rears, which this was a VTEC, so it has the rear discs already. There's the 4040 proportioning valve. And then new lines. And then here is a new line that I got. It is a coated line to match the factory style. I want it to look nice and factory. I had to buy a whole bunch of unions. I wasn't sure of which ones I needed, so I bought a whole bunch. And then you want to get one of these things on top of a flaring tool. But one of these, this actually, you put the tubing through it, and if you've ever worked with brake lines, it's always bent. You know, they always come in a roll like this. A little harder to get straight. You know, once you do think you got it straight, it still has like this going on. You just roll this through it back and forth, you know, like that, shake weight, and it'll straighten it right up. So, and I'll show a picture of how straight that gets it. So, as you can see, it's all coiled up now. Next time you see it, it'll be straight. There's also a bending tool in that kit, so we can make nice corners, nice bends. I don't think I have enough to waste, so I can't really play around with it before. I just have to go in and get this done. So, and then something that was done off video is those were taken out, and those were both ceramic coated. Brakes got ceramic coated, the shock or the coilovers got ceramic coated, and the wheels got ceramic coated, all off video. So yeah, hope you enjoy. We have to do this first. This is number one. First thing we want to do on installing these is we want to use the provided Loctite on the studs. There is 2 different sizes, as you can see. The 4 go on the back, the 2 go on the front. Loctite goes on the small thread side, so you can see that this side has less threads than this side, and same as like this side, those ones have less thread. So Loctite goes on these. The 2 little ones go on the front, 4 go on the back, and then we have to pull out the brake pedal assembly. So far, taking this out was almost the worst thing I've had to do to the Del Sol. I don't have great flexibility, and I have big, bulky arms. Not big from muscles, just big and dumb. They didn't want to work with me getting up there to get this bolt off out here. I think going in is going to be even worse because there's a spring that I have to reattach, and as soon as I unhooked it from here, it just shot off. So that's going to be fun. So here's the hone kit. Comes with a template. This is the template and the bolt. So you just bolt it in there. You slide it until it, you see it's level with that, and then that gives you the point of where you need to drill out. So you want to use like a little punch your mark, and then do a step-up drill. So I'm doing 3, and then the 8 mil that it calls for afterwards. So drill this out, reassemble, and that will be the new bolt place for your not your booster, but your master cylinder. So if you see this, you know, you're probably moving up. I think this is probably a 5-to-1, and we're going to like a 4-to-1. I think they have the exact specs on it on their website, but it definitely there is no other ones that move it up like this to give you that better leverage, and it still gives you plenty of meat to push against. I mean, this is the side that's going to take the force. So after you have your hole drilled out, see right there, we're going to take the old booster. I already loosened it up pre this, but I'm going to take this off, take this jam nut off, and you're going to install them on the new provided rod. Now these will need to be adjusted once everything's installed. So come on, focus. Just put it on there. And all this is gonna do is set like your preload onto your master cylinder. If you have this too tight, it's going to be dragging your brakes. If you have it too loose, you'll have this like pedal movement from like here to there before you actually have braking. So you want to be as close as you can, but you don't want them to be engaging. There you go. That goes on there. Once you have the pedal reinstalled, definitely the worst part of this install, as you can tell, that is all sweat, and I don't fit well in there. That was a real pain. So, but you know, I don't have a second person today to help me out, but you're gonna want to depress the brake pedal. Maybe. Sorry, technical difficulties there. Press the brake pedal. I'm using a handle to a broom, and you want the push rod to be out so you can access it. So you're gonna go and grab your master cylinder and make sure that that goes where it's supposed to meet. Per the directions, some of them will need grinding on the firewall on the top side to get proper alignment. I just pulled mine all the way up till I touched the metal, and I could see that it's more than halfway, so I think I'll be fine. But I'll definitely install, and when I'm bleeding, make sure that there's no weird noises or anything. Actually, I think the master cylinder has nothing in it now, so maybe I'll pump it a couple times to see if I hear any noise. What is it though? It didn't say which way to put the gasket, so I put the gasket sticky towards the actual delete, and then the soft padding against the paint. I figured that's my preferred way, but looks nice so far. A little empty right there, but that's okay. There she is. She is in place. Just like I said, to leave that push rod loose, it was activating the booster half an inch probably before it even tightened up, so I had to loosen that in there. But there you go. Now it's off to making brake lines, because that had to be in place first. So find a place for my proportioning valve. I'm gonna have to look at pictures and see what bolts where over here, because I can't remember where my proportioning valve, my old one, bolted to. I believe it bolted to these two, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, that didn't go as smooth as possible, or smooth as I thought it was going to, but it looks nice. Should perform well. So the lines that I got done yesterday, these two, I'm gonna have to redo. And I just have to cut them down and take off those fittings. I was having a really hard time doing the double bubble with that tool right there. Just would not do the double bubble right. It kept on doing offset. You know, like you could see it was vastly off to the side. I didn't want any leaking problems, so I did just a single flare. I did some research last night, and definitely not recommended for brake lines to do a single flare because of the high pressure of the hydraulic system. From what I read, you could do a single flare on like fuel lines. You're getting, you know, 50, 60, 70 psi maybe, but not thousands, or, you know, up to 1,000. So that double bubble is where the strength gets it. So I'm going to cut these ends off. I ordered a new tool. Looks pretty cool. It aligns everything, centers everything. The only thing is it looked like it needed a vise to hold it. So I'm going to try without a vise. But yeah, so I'm just going to take these lines off, cut those fittings off, get everything ready. I'll have to cut off the fittings off the factory lines down there. And then I've decided, after bending this, I bent this wire to see how much line I need, how long. I think I'm going to use the factory left and right fronts, so I can have all those nice bends up to like here. And then I'll cut it and then bend up the rest. And then, you know, then I'll do but I'll have everything situated so I can just, once the tool is supposed to arrive today. I love that Amazon distribution center in our backyard. I get stuff next day usually. So, yeah, that's where I'm sitting right now. So just cutting all those off, getting them all ready for the new tool to show up. And I might even redo this interior line right here. It's a little waviness right there. Not a huge fan of that, especially being where it's at and how much of it you can see. So I might redo that whole line, but I'll go and redo all the other lines first to make sure I have enough material to do it. But that's where I'm at. Hope you guys enjoy. Brake lines are not fun to do, or at least not fun for me. I'm not enjoying this. I've enjoyed every portion of this build until now, and it might just be because I'm using that tool, and that tool is just not working well. And I think that might be it. My cutter was not that sharp either, so that's the one that came with the kit.